it's finally be time to showcase the finished product. I mean, it has strings, it plays.
Nay.
No! Who wants to see boring sanding? Come on, it's boring, and you know it.
But it has to be done.
Oh, but it's finished.
I don't care.
No, you're gonna sand first, okay? Not me, you.
I can't do all the work around here.
Come on.
Nay.
Let's start with some fret leveling. Okay, let's get it done. Right?
Onion.
No, you. But before I start sanding, it would be a smart idea to fix a couple of issues like cracks, tear out, and more tear out with resin. But what kind of color resin? I'm feeling there's not enough gold, so that's why I will add some golden looking resin. To be more specific, Aztec gold resin. Totally legitimate thing. For all the legal purposes, it's not legitimate. But for you, dear viewer, it's legitimate, so without any further legal ramifications, let's get to resining. Yeah! And now that the resin has cured, it's time to sand the guitar before we actually glue the neck and the body together, because it's way easier to do right now than later. So we're gonna start off with the sanding of the edges because they still look kinda disgusting. But I don't see no fool in this workshop that's going to do this by hand. So that's why we got Frank, an oscillating spindle sander, and it has a couple of tricks up its sleeve. But wait, there is more than meets the eye. There's a smiley face in the name, so you know the machine is excited for any work that you're going to do on the machine. So, let's get to sanding. And now that everything has been sanded, rounded over, no more poopy edges, everything's smooth, it's time to join these two lovebirds in a holy macaroni of... Oh my god. Oh no. I'm having a flashback to last year's great guitar build of... Oh no. Oh no, the punching. Oh no, the screaming. Oh no, the cake! Wait, the cake was kinda good though. Back to the flashback. Oh no. It's a sad flashback. It always brings a tear to my eye. And that's not because of the bushel of onions over there. It's, it's a sad story. So without further ado, let's get to gluing already. the sanding of the guitar is nearing its crescendo, you've maybe seen me use a file brush a couple of times to kind of accentuate the grain, because it's looking amazing. Because, spoiler alert, we're gonna finish it matte black and we're gonna make the grain pop with the wire brush. So if you remember from the very first episode of the Irish build, I decided not to use this wood because, as you can see, grain is kind of packed and it doesn't really look that good. Unlike here, it's gonna look amazing, trust me. I did experiments, I know it all. Just a bit more sanding and then it's off to the Metallica treatment. Black eyes!
This could take quite a bit of time. If only you had a motive for murder.
Could this be it? Are we finally done with the Irish guitar build? Just couple of parts? Nay, nonsense! Look at all this free real estate. The grain, we could use it. We can make something pop. More awesome. More fun. Something with a fancy word called cerusing. Never heard of it? It looks something like this. It's basically just a karate kit of decoration techniques. Wipe on the paint and wipe it off. Wipe on, wipe off. So I put up a poll on my Instagram asking the audience what do they want to see on the guitar. Nothing at all. Keep it simple, stupid. Yet again, the saving grace. One color per grain, kind of cool. Or multiple colors per grain. And the audience decided multiple color in the grain is the way. So that's how we're gonna do it, using these lovely paints that kind of match the color up above. Super simple, but if you're under 30, you should not ceruse. Just a clear warning, you should not ceruse. And now that we're all colored in, it's time to slap all of these parts into this one thing and make it functional and make it look good and sound good. So let's get to it. Fast, super fast, montage mode. And now the pickups have been installed, some nice
lace sensor finger burner pickups.
super cool look. Not so cool looking inside because of the lighting, so bear with me. But the electronics, I decided one volume, 2 tone control knobs and 1 freeway switch with a schematic that looks like... Where's the schematic? Oh no, it's just right there. Okay, I found it, right there. Right there. Super simple, just one split coil, nothing too fanciful. So, let's get to wiring. I know it looks like a mess, so don't look at it too much. Oh, look at that Floyd Rose nut. Anyways, oh look, no more messy wiring. How convenient. Nobody's a wiser, you know? You haven't seen anything, right? Anyways, let's turn it around. And let's face the Floyd Rose, the beast itself. Not that hard to install, but kinda hard to tame. Well, if it isn't a bit awkward, I kind of strung the guitar, got it ready for explanation how to tame the beast, but then this happened. A perfectly leveled Floyd Rose, maybe just a quarter turn on the screws for the springs, and they're leveled. This beast is easily tameable as Lily. You just need to, you know, pat it a couple of times and she's all yours. Still need to kind of check the intonation, you know, string action. Seems about fine here on the nut, but, you know, the rest is kind of, you know, needs to be tested. So, maybe slide explanation real quick, so. And then onto the montage mode for the final touches, like the knobs. No, I'm not gonna play with my knobs this year, that I did it last year. I don't wanna get, you know, okay, a little bit playing with my knobs, so back to building. It just starts with putting in the bridge, not that difficult, don't be concerned too much about your height, just kind of eyeball it to somewhere. Before you put on the springs, put something in between here. Usually I just put in a rubber eraser just so it has something to sit on while I put on the springs in the back. And then just put on your springs in any order you wish. I kind of went for a more balanced look. Then flip it over again. Then just start with putting on the string. I usually just start with the E and the E, just so I can eyeball maybe first the nut if I haven't done it. And after you put on your strings, you can start the vicious cycle of tuning, adjusting the screws, tuning, adjusting the screws, tuning, adjusting the screws, tuning, adjusting the screws, tuning, adjusting the screws. Oh yeah, and more tuning. Adjusting the screws. Oh yeah, there they are. Adjusting the screws. And now you have tamed the beast called Floyd Rose. If it's level, you've done a good job. If not, more of the repetitive cycle. But hey, after you're done with that, you can start playing around with an intonation. Hey, that's fun. And string height, even more fun. Please do not adjust string height under tension because you're gonna ruin the little knives in there that rub against the posts and you're gonna ruin the whole Floyd Rose experience. And that's not good. So, you tame the beast, it purrs like a kitty. Now it's time for the final details. montage mode? Is it complete?
Yes, it is.
Oh, let's then get to montaging mode.